Good morning. Welcome to the video forecast discussion for August 3rd, 2013. Of course, it's 7 a.m. And we're going to start to introduce these videos on the weekends as well as the weather pattern starts to get more and more active. Now, we have temperatures throughout the region ranging from the mid to upper 60s this morning over the northern interior, upper 60s to lower 70s over the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan areas and along the immediate coast. And of course, we have variable to overcast skies with sky showers as one of many disturbances move through the region this weekend, producing scattered showers. So when we take a look at the radar here, we have scattered showers moving through the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, especially over eastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, and Connecticut. These showers will be a constant threat throughout the day today. Some heavy downpours, but for the most part, we're looking at light to moderate rainfall. Not exactly the best day to go out to the beach, clearly, but it won't be a complete washout. So if you're going to a baseball game, let's say the Mets or the Phillies, let's be frank, they'll probably play through these showers, but it won't exactly be the most comfortable experience for you out there at the game. So we have these showers training from west to east over the region. So what's happening on the infrared satellite picture, you can see basically one disturbance, one area of low pressure moving through the Philadelphia metropolitan area right now with a stalling cold front and a warm front over portions of the New York City metropolitan area. Basically what we're going to see here is this boundary stall out and waves of low pressure ride up along that boundary. Meanwhile, this cold front will approach tomorrow, basically do the same thing. Move towards the east coast and then stall out, leading to the potential for scattered showers and a few isolated thunderstorms for tomorrow as well. And that trend is pretty much going to continue on through much of next week. Now, we do have some interesting news. Our old friend Dorian has returned. It regenerated into a tropical depression. Don't worry, it won't be a threat for the eastern United States other than probably making some headlines. We have winds sustained at 35 miles per hour. It's drifting to the north at 6 miles per hour. Look, let me be frank. This is probably one of the weakest tropical depressions that I've seen the National Hurricane Center basically name at 1,013 millibars. Very disorganized, a very weak circulation. You can barely see it on the radar. Pretty much this is pretty much a heavy rain event off the Florida coast that will drift to the north and northeast and become entrained in our frontal boundary that is sitting on the east coast. So let's take a look at the water vapor, and this is pretty interesting. Here's our disturbance. Here's our tropical depression, should I say. Here is our trough. Now, what's happening here is that our trough is digging into the eastern United States, and that's going to mean that this disturbance or tropical depression will be picked up with this trough and sent out into the central Atlantic. Some of that moisture will be entrained in this frontal boundary. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some enhancement in some of the moisture and thus the showers over the next couple of days along this frontal boundary. But basically what we have here is the Western Atlantic Ridge locking itself in. We have our trough digging into the eastern United States with an axis right around the Great Lakes, and we are caught in between in a southwesterly flow. So these cold fronts can't move through, they stall out, and we end up with rather unsettled weather conditions over the next several days with these disturbances lifting from southwest to northeast, producing scattered showers. And you can see one of those disturbances right here at 500 millibars interacting with that frontal boundary, and mid-level disturbances moving to the northeast. And so you end up with this hodgepodge of scattered showers, unsettled conditions. Temperatures generally are going to range from the upper 70s to lower 80s for the most part, a few mid 80s in the Delaware River Valley and in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. But for the most part, we're going to average slightly below normal because of the threat for scattered showers with high levels of humidity, so it's going to feel like the mid to upper 80s. But in reality, we'll pretty much bounce anywhere between 79 and 84 degrees throughout the forecast period from today all the way on through Friday. So when we take a look at the latest model guidance from the Penn State EWOL website, we're using the European model guidance. Pretty much the same setup. Trough in the east, a bit of a negative NAO pattern here setting up. If this was the winter and this trough was digging in, boy, we'd be in for a very interesting weather pattern for sure. So we have a ridge in the west, trough in the east, negative NAO pattern with this ridge popping up through Greenland here, connecting in. So we have our cooler, I can't say if it's really cold air, but let's say cooler air locked in over eastern Canada. And we're pretty much locked in between the battle between the Western Atlantic Ridge and this trough with the axis right around the Great Lakes. So this is for this afternoon, scattered showers, pretty much the same pattern tomorrow, scattered showers. Cold front basically stalled over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas. Same setup for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you want to see something even more interesting, let's go all the way out to 10 days, all the way through next weekend. This same weather pattern is in place. Trough lingering over eastern Canada. Western Atlantic Ridge trying to fight back. Trough axis over the Great Lakes. And we are caught in between under a southwesterly flow with scattered showers a threat each day. So I don't see this as being anything more than a rather unsettled weather pattern with the threat for scattered showers every day. Temperatures pretty much averaging in the upper 70s to mid 80s. If you don't see any showers that day, most likely you're going to be somewhere between 83 and 85 degrees. If you do see showers in your location, look for temperatures basically ranging right around 79 to 82, right around 80 degrees because of the showers and overcast skies. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.